What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel DC Comics Multiverse Katana from the Killer Croc Collect and Connect series. Here we do have Katana in the packaging. Really been looking forward to this figure. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and we'll have a better look at Katana. And so here we have Katana posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what Katana comes with. Katana does come with the main torso of the Killer Croc Build-A-Figure, which we'll have a better look at when he's all put together. As far as accessories for Katana here goes, Katana does come with two right hands. She comes with a fist. And then she also does come with a grip hand. Katana also does come with her Soul Taker Katana, which looks really good. Unfortunately, she only gets one hand to hold it in. Other than that, Katana here does not come with any other accessories, which I would have liked to see another grip hand for her left hand, but that's neither here nor there. So what we're going to do now is actually take a closer look at Katana. And so here we do have a closer look at Katana, and Mattel did a really good job with her head sculpt. Now, I know this is the second Katana figure we have gotten from Mattel. I know they did do a Suicide Squad movie Katana, which I never picked that figure up. And it's been okay. I really haven't needed one in my collection, but I really do love this Rebirth Katana. It looks really, really good. I do appreciate the sculpt work in her hair. That's just a lot of nice detail in her hair. Even with that little piece coming over her eye, it does look really nice. I do like the fact that the hair is sculpted really cleanly, and it looks like hair, not just a piece of plastic. And it does look like there might be some wash in her hair. I'll have to double check that. As far as her face sculpt goes, it's a really clean sculpt work. The mask is done really well. You can see her eyes are painted beautifully. The red and black really do go really good together. That little red dot on the top of her mask. And then we also do get some really dark cranberry lipstick, which I think ties the figure together really, really well. Having a look at her costume, it's basically a black jumpsuit with some accents. You can see right here her neck does appear to be a separate piece that attaches onto her neck, which I believe we have seen this before. I want to say this is probably the Starfire body, but I'll have to double check that. I might be wrong on that, but it does appear like it's similar to the Starfire body. I think it's different, but I'll have to double check that when I do comparisons really fast after this, but it does seem like she uses the Starfire torso up here. I do like the fact that she does get a pauldron on this side, and they actually made the effort to make it look like there's a strap there. I honestly would have preferred a sculpted strap, but it looks good for what it is, and it doesn't get in the way of articulation, which is a really good thing. On the right side, you can see she has this really nice intricate gauntlet, which goes all the way around her arm. It's a really nice clean paint app, which I do appreciate. Really nice clean work. I do have her with her grip hand. And again, the paintwork on her hand is really clean, with the exception of the edges, which look a little bit dirty, especially right here along the hinge. But it does look good. Her other sleeve is nothing but black plastic, and you can see they continued the sculpt there. Would have liked to see, I don't know, something different. Maybe, and it's not the figure's fault, it's actually just the design of the costume. I would have liked to see maybe another silver wrist guard right there. I don't know. Just something to break up all this black, but overall, it's still a really nice looking figure. You can see the silver accents on the front. They do carry over to the back, although here on mine you can see she does have a huge scrape on the back, which I'm not a fan of. And then you can see on the back of the arm, really sloppy paintwork on the strap. Going all the way down, she's just a basic figure, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. We just have standard hips going all the way down to her feet. We don't get any shin guards, no nothing. Again, that's not faulting the figure, it's just the way she looks in the comics. So, kudos to Mattel for making a figure accurate to the comics, but I would have liked to see some unique detailing on this figure. That's not saying she's a bad figure, it's just the design is kind of boring compared to her older designs, but that's neither here nor there. So what we're going to do now is actually get her compared to a few other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Katana posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. here we have Katana posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 collector of Popeye the Sailor Man. And finally, here we have Katana posed next to a DC Multiverse Starfire and a DC Universe Classics Harley Quinn. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at her articulation. Katana here does have a ball joint in the head, and it's a really decent ball joint. It does look up really well. It does look down. I believe it is also on the hinge of some kind because it does get a lot of good range going up and some pretty decent range going down, and I don't think that's just all on the ball joint because that movement right here is the ball joint. So there has to be some hinge up inside the neck that allows her to have that much movement. We do get very little head pivot, but her head does rotate left and right really well. Arms do go out about that far. The left arm, of course, will go further than the right arm because of the pauldron. It does get in the way of articulation a little bit, but it does do a full 360 with no issues. No bicep swivel, but we do have a single bend in the elbow, giving us about 90 degrees. Does, of course, swivel. We do get a hinge and a swivel here at the wrist. No issues there. We do have, it seems like a ball joint because we do get some really slight movement side to side, some movement forward and back. And then Katana here does have some rotation, so I don't know what type of joint it is because the rotation pushes her back a little bit. And when you move her forward, it centers itself out, so I don't know the type of joint going there. Might be a fixed ball joint, could be something else. I don't know, I haven't taken the figure apart. Her hips do work really well. They kick forward to about there, go back only to about there, go out much better than a lot of other figures we see. So we have a swivel here at the thigh, double bend in the knee, goes pretty far up, which I do like that. We do have a hinge in the ankle which goes back and forward all the way, and unfortunately the way her ankle is pinned in, we only get a swivel. No rocker ankle, it's a swivel, and that's something I really don't like. But other than that, Katana here is a really nice figure to have into your collection. So what we're going to do now is get her posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Katana posed for my final thoughts. Overall, this is a really nice figure to own. I'm really glad that Mattel was able to get around to giving us a Katana, although I would have liked to see some better accessories like an alternate set of hands, mainly for grip, because having her only able to hold the sword in the right hand is a little bit of a hassle, especially because katanas are supposed to be a sword that you use two hands with. Other than that, I still like the way this figure came out, and like I said, we have been in need of a katana figure for a really long time. I'm just really glad Mattel was able to give us one in what could be the final DC figures that we get from Mattel. Now, Katana here is starting to hit stores at the time I'm making this video. I did pick up my Katana and the rest of the Killer Croc series at Walmart, and they did run me about $20 each, which is a fair price seeing as how most 6-inch figures do run $20. I think that's a fair price for Katana. If you're able to find her and you want to complete your Killer Croc, or you just need a Katana in your Suicide Squad collection, I would recommend picking this figure up. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other DC Multiverse videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video, because even if you're subscribed, you may not be seeing my content, so ring that bell. It is essential to be up to date with all my videos. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.